time I'm seeing you after Christmas. How was your Christmas?
It was nice.
Good.
It was nice, yeah, because we pre-recorded a little bit so we could have some time off with our families, and, so, yeah, it was nice. We we decided to do this, like, Christmas dinner that was we haven't done it this way before, but it was it was really fun, and we might do it again now. Uh, so my husband in the morning, in Christmas morning, he always makes pecan sticky buns.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, brown sugar and lots of butter and, the pecans and it's rolled up like a cinnamon roll and it's fantastic.
Right.
He got this recipe when we lived on the Oregon coast. He worked for this was back in the early 90s when espresso was just kind of becoming popular and like Starbucks was new. And he
Uh-huh.
did this little bakery on the beach. Well, not on the beach, but on the cliff above the beach. And it was a recipe from this little cafe bakery espresso thing. So we still make it. And then we go
Nice.
throughout the day, and I had made in the morning, I had made this egg casserole, the kind of thing with like a lot of breadcrumbs and like cheese, 10 eggs. You can do sausage or bacon crumbles, bacon
Mhm.
bits. And then you put it in the fridge for like 6 hours, one of those. You could leave it in overnight. So then my dad and his wife came over in the evening and we had this egg casserole and then I made a bunch of pancakes. And then my dad brought sausage patties.
Oh,
So we
nice.
pigged out and had breakfast for dinner and played board game.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you remember, have you ever had Rummy Cube? I forgot all about that when we were talking about games.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Yeah,
you
we
have the
used to have
tiles
that.
and you have like,
Yeah,
you either make three of a kind or four of a kind, or you can do runs
right.
like five, six, seven. Anyway, my dad is 85 and he's still like, he smoked us. He's getting around okay. He's a little slower.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Nice.
he did really well, but you could tell he was going into a carb coma. He's starting to like fade, you
Yeah.
know? You know how older people, senior citizens often take a nap after, yeah. But he still did really well at our game. Yeah.
Yeah, we
That was fun.
our day was punctuated by carb comas basically because so we got up, Adam, my husband made
Waffle.
waffles. He does the joy of cooking recipe and does the maximum amount of butter
Yeah.
and it's amazing. And so we had those and we had those no, sorry, we opened stockings, we had those and then we opened presents. And
Nice.
then I was like, everyone go back to bed, we'll reconvene at 1 o'clock because we were all just like, "Whoa."
Go
So
back.
everyone went back to bed.
We'll reconvene. We'll have our Christmas convocation a little later.
We went back to bed. I think it was more like 2:30 when we all sort of emerged again. And, my youngest is so funny. She's back from the dorms, and
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
joking about how, um, she and all her girlfriends there pine for the kitchen because they can't cook in the dorm. Like, they have a little kitchenette area for them in the dorms, but it's gross and everyone uses it,
Yeah,
and
we
it's
have
not
the
complete.
same.
So
It's not
I
like there's
my
an
plan
oven.
was to do like charcuterie and the wings and
Oh, yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah.
everybody just graze all day. And she was like, I want to make a ham and mashed potatoes and
Oh,
Brussels sprouts. So she made like a full on Christmas
dinner.
dinner
Wow.
for us. It was great. It was
Wow.
fantastic. Yeah. And then so then we carb comed after that. And then my oldest has a thing for this macaroni and cheese that I've been making for them since they were little,
Yeah.
but now that I'm low carb myself, I make it for their birthday and Christmas, and, like, that's it. That's the only time I make it because otherwise I'm like, because it
Knocking
was
it
really good.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I can't trust myself with it, and so I made that as well for the evening. Yeah, and now I woke up this morning and I'm like, "Okay, that's it." It's been Thanksgiving to Christmas this year, just nonstop, and nothing fits. Everything's tight. I'm just like, "That's it. That's the box. That box is closed. It's over there, and we're going on with sanity again."
So, yeah, someone else needs to finish the Cracklin' Oat Bran.
I think that may have gotten finished off yesterday. I think that that got finished off. There's still so much in this house
Oh, I
that
know.
but I'm really like, I'm to the point
Yeah,
where I just do not feel good anymore after eating. Like, it's just wool and so, like, my brain is like, I see it and my brain's just like, "No, you don't feel good when you eat that, stop." And that's like, it's been long enough now that
I hear you. I hear
so
you.
I had leftover ham for breakfast, and we hadn't put a glaze on it or anything, it's
Oh,
just a
okay.
smoked
Yeah,
ham.
yeah.
And then for lunch, or for, like, lunch and the rest of the day today, I am gonna do the charcuterie plan that I had before, so it'll just be
Yeah.
acceptable meats and cheeses and vegetables and grazing. That's the plan,
Yeah.
so
So, I feel like we're about due for an old lady complaining session.
I feel like it's been a while.
It
Let's
has.
get back to it.
Okay. I have several things.
We're late with our Festivus. This is our airing of
Okay.
grievances.
So, I'm about to the point where I'm gonna have to go do something here, you know? So, I'm
Mhm.
having a hair dilemma. Like, it's my turn to have a hair dilemma because 'cause we've talked a lot about your hair dilemma. I want a turn. Okay.
Okay, I so absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a while. I have more to say, but I think that it's like,
But
air it, like,
I don't have the
get
issue
it
with
out.
color. I don't have the
Yeah,
issue with color because, like, I'm not gonna color it because
yeah.
that's too hard for me, that's too much maintenance. And I still have some actual brown in there, particularly in the back. But I feel like there's this expectation in our culture of, when women get older that they're supposed to cut their hair short, but I've been fighting the temptation to grow it out again. But on the other hand, when I look back at photos of myself with my hair longer, I'm like, I don't know." But it's so much easier because you can just trim the bottom and be done. It's so much
Yeah.
easier. But on the other hand, then I'm like, well, I could always put it up. But I have very fine, like baby hair. And so when I used to
Mhm.
have longer hair and I'd make a ponytail, it was like this big. It was like the size of a dime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not,
That's how my hair is too. Yeah.
and I don't
Yeah.
think I look good with like the bob situation. I don't think that works I don't know. But then,
I don't know what to do either. Like, everything's changed. Like, we already talked about how I'm growing the color out, but then, like, my jaw shape has
yeah,
changed. The
well,
styles around
yeah.
have changed, so
But
I'm
I'm
like, I don't
clueless about
know.
any of that. Like, I mean, I live where everyone's 30 years behind. Like, I don't have a sense of what is in fashion because I
Mhm.
don't live in that world.
Mhm.
I don't go anywhere. It can be 2 weeks. I don't even go to town. So I'm more
Yeah.
concerned with how I feel and what I like and what's functional for me and what's easiest to deal with because this is literally wash it, blow it dry, be done. Um, I don't know. I don't know
I
what.
I the thing I miss about long hair is the ability to put it up, like you were
Yeah, yeah.
saying, and I lived in those lobster claw clips when I because last time I had long hair, I was still momming hardcore, like, I was still homeschooling and,
Yeah, yeah,
we were in the Philippines when I
yeah.
had long hair, so
And
for
it's
heat
hot.
reasons,
Yeah,
I would have it up, and you would get the appearance of a short haircut when you have it up, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Compared to or you could have it down when you want it down, so it's a more versatile that way. Like, when it's short and you wanna dress it up, there's not a lot of options, you know?
Some
You can, like,
gel, maybe. I don't know.
some gel, you could put some like, a headband or a barrette or, like, add curl it a little bit, but then you run the risk of, like, the curl helmet, Like, you have to do it right.
And I'm sure I don't do it. I couldn't do it right. I don't even
I
know
don't
what a
I don't
curling iron. I
know.
mean, really.
I go on Thursday for my
Oh,
next cut, and that's when she's supposed to
already?
be adding the plan was to add streaks just along my part line in color when I go back to
Yeah.
prevent the harsh line of the gray.
The
But
demarc.
it's not really bothering me yet. It's not that far along. It's only about an inch and a quarter so far,
Yeah.
inch and a quarter.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of going another month without having anything done.
I don't know what to do.
I don't I don't know what you should do either. I mean, it's winter time. So you could just wear a hat and like you could just start growing it out
Yeah.
and just
Like
wear
I
a
w
hat
I
if
wear
it's
a hat
bothering like the in
ev
between
yeah.
time,
Oh, yeah.
you
I wear a hat
know?
whenever I go outside. This morning, oh my word, there's a massive I don't know if you saw the news, there was this huge pile up on I-80 in Nebraska. The weather is crap. So,
Wow.
we didn't have that much snow like they did. They had like 8 inches in 3 hours.
Oh
This
my gosh.
wall came through, just messed up I-80. Here, it was I think this morning it was like 18 or 19 degrees and a 30-mile-an-hour north wind. So the wind chill's like 4, you know.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's pretty cold. But, my mom's away visiting my other sister, and so I've been staying with her dog at night over at her house to keep him company, and my dog comes
Right.
with, and we've just been staying over there at night. And of course, I go let him out during the day many times and whatever. Okay, but I don't know if you buy into the whole feng shui thing, but I do. And there's a reason that they arrange hotel rooms the way that they do to try to promote better sleep. But I read this other thing about sleeping either in the north, either your head pointing north or your head pointing south. And south is more favorable because of the magnetic pull, the magnetic, yeah. Okay, so if you sleep with your head pointing north, you're in line with the North Pole and the magnetic pull, right? And that's not good. If you sleep opposite with your head facing south, that's better. Kind of like batteries and the positive and negative. Either
But
short.
the South Pole is also magnetized.
Yeah, but we live in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
Anyway, all I know is my mother's bed is facing the other way. And so finally, after 2 nights of this, I am not sleeping well at all. I'm like waking up I mean, I know it's because it's not my own environment and all of that, but still, I'm waking up like every hour. It was awful.
Mm.
So last night I went over there and I pulled all the sheets and everything out and I spun myself around and slept the other way. It was better. I don't know if that's psychosomatic and it's all just nonsense.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. Whatever works. Maybe it is psychosomatic. So what?
But
I
it worked.
I need to sleep.
If that worked for you, then that worked for you. Like, let's embrace the placebo effect, you know? If
Or
it works, it works. I'm
if you read about it, there's some evidence that the whole north south thing, there's some evidence that that's not a bunch of hooey. We'll see.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter. But I
Doesn't
know that
matter.
I think the feng shui thing has some this is different than that though. But I think that's valid as well.
Yeah, I think the feng shui stuff has to do with the room itself and how the
Yes,
room
the
itself
arrangement.
is set up. Yeah.
Windows,
I
doors,
saw I've seen
positioning.
just like randomly YouTube shows you a video, kind of thing where there's like a feng shui designer out there. And every now and then it shows me one of her videos
Yeah,
where it's like, I want to redo this for this client because
yeah.
whatever, there's like a window here and a door here. And how do you make it all work and
It's
feng shui
hard.
principles,
It's
whatever.
hard.
And she like works it
Yeah,
out. I'm
cool.
like, okay. And I'm like, you know what? It's a nice looking room. She designed a nice looking room for him. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I'm like tired and a little crabby. This is why we're having old lady complaining segment today because I'm a little
Yeah.
crabby.
My
Although
husband has a lingering cold, so he is snoring like a freight train, and I too. So really, once I fall asleep, I'm fine. And while I'm awake, if I put my hand on his back, he'll stop snoring.
nice.
It's when yeah, so it's really not as bad as it could be. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You keep telling yourself that. So yeah, I don't know what to do about my hair. I don't know. I just can't probably today is not the time to consider that. I'm just saying. Cuz I'm tired.
So when I went through my growing out, and I haven't even grown it that long. My hair. So those of you who are meeting me through this process, my hair was basically as long as Jana's, a little longer on top when I
Oh,
started.
what? I'm kidding.
And I started growing my hair out. I forget now why, but I did. And
Oh, I know why.
I
'Cause we went to Shetland and it was harder to find
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
and it was
Thank
gonna
you.
be
Thank you
annoying
for
and,
remembering things for me. Yeah, I was just like, I can't always go get it cut, so I wanna get it have a longer style so I can go longer between haircuts when have a long stay
you're
in check.
traveling. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm there, like, I can live with this now, like, I could do that, it can grow out, and still look like a cut. But it had to go, like, here, 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 and I look like a deranged Dutch boy, like, with the line, because it was also, like, way poofier that it had more volume because it was
Yeah.
lighter, and so it was, like, really and
Yeah.
I was just like, "I hate every minute of this. This is the worst." So there's that
Funny.
aspect of it as well,
Yeah.
is the
And then
growing out
it's
is
a pain.
annoying.
It's really annoying, and then also, do I wanna add more of the white halo effect around myself? I don't know. I don't know about that, because it's very,
Yeah.
very white at this point,
Yeah,
you know?
but you have, like, the dark still up top
Well, a little. Well, there's a
that'll
little.
come down more,
Yeah, maybe.
you know?
I don't know. Or I could also, make purple streaks.
You do purple streaks. You also can just have it like, when you go in to have it cut, you can have them tone it so that it's not quite so bright. You can have them bring it down a little if you want to,
Take it
if
down
you
a
want to.
notch.
Take it down a
Oh,
notch. Take it down a notch. Like,
that's
all
funny.
these options exist. Okay, so
Okay, so yeah, I think I'm done with the old lady complaining.
okay. Do you wanna share, what today's Kwanzaa,
Oh,
um,
yeah, yeah.
thingy
Okay,
is?
so this is day.
Day 2.
Yeah, day 2. I really enjoy the principles I think are important. So we talked yesterday about unity. And so today's principle is all about self-determination. And that I won't even try to pronounce the Swahili word because I don't want to butcher it. But it's to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. So that's just something to reflect upon.
Nice. Yeah, that's a
So
good
yay,
principle for all of us to be living by.
I like that.
It's also day 2 of the Yarn Stash Restash, and
Mhm.
so, of course, we're filming this on day 1, and I'm already seeing people's pictures. Day 1 was to what was it? How
Get
did you
your
say
poop
it?
in a group.
Get your poop in a group. Get all your supplies together in one place so that we're not chasing all over the house for it as we're doing the stuff. And I know, like, we've already had one person say, like, "Oh, I have it on multiple floors of my house," and all that stuff. That's the point. That's the point. Is to try and get it all together in one place so you can see it all and really just work on each of the goals every day in
Mhm.
a confined way.
Right.
Because I don't know about you, Jana. Actually, I do know about you. But if I had to go from, like, what I have here to what's up in my bedroom to what's, like, to the different places where things end up
And
to
keep
do
track.
the things, it wouldn't get done. I would get distracted along the way and start doing something else.
Oh, yeah, I can't even walk from here to there without being like, "Oh, yeah, what about that? Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
it's
switch out the laundry."
I had one of those moments yesterday where I was just like, I did 14 things on the way to do one thing, and then I
Happens
couldn't
every time.
remember I had to keep going back to where I started to be like,
Yeah, physically,
see it
you have to
again.
go
Oh,
back.
yeah, that's what I was
That's right.
doing, and then go. So
Social
joy.
media is a nightmare for people like us with adult ADHD because I'll be like, "Oh, wait, I was gonna come to Facebook to schedule a post for tomorrow," but then I'll fall down the rabbit hole of whatever, and then I'm like, "Wait, why was I here?" You
Yeah.
30 minutes later.
And that's one thing I love because 'cause you've told me so inside baseball, uh, Jana got me onto the business. There's a business side of Facebook for
Yeah.
people who have pages and stuff like us who have businesses, and so it's just you can just go here and post things. You can post things, you can see your comments, and you can deal with all of it right there without the distraction of all the other social media, and,
Right.
it's so much more effective. Anyway, okay, so that's why. So yesterday
Here we are going down a
here we
different
are.
hole.
Yesterday, you were supposed to get everything in one area of your house.
Right.
So today, we're going to start going through our project bags. And I say start because this is a process. We're going to spend multiple days dealing with our project bags. So today, really all we're doing is you're taking everything out of the project bag.
Okay.
Anything that's like notions related, you're just setting to the side.
Because there's always random stitch markers in the bottom.
Because there's always random stuff. And we're going to deal with that in a few days. Right now, you're just putting that off to the side. You're going to check over the bag, make sure it's clean, it's functional, there's no repairs that need to be done on it.
Mhm.
Turn it over and give it a good shake, get all the little bits out of it,
Gum wrappers, whatever.
etc. And then put your yarn and your current needles that you're using and your pattern back in the bag. And that's it. Don't do anything else. Don't feel like you're not pulling out works in progress
Okay.
to put not we will deal with that.
Do
Right
that
now
later.
you're just getting the bag cleaned and just putting the project and the pattern back in. That's it.
Okay.
Jana, I did this step. I
Okay.
had 16 projects.
Nice.
I
Is
about
that a
had a
bad
heart
thing?
attack when I
Oh,
saw all of
oh,
that.
oh, okay.
I had 16. So this year has been marked by castonitis. I will admit that. I did not realize the extent to which I had gotten.
I don't feel like that's out of the ordinary, that number.
It is for me. I
Okay.
was down to I was sort of hovering around 7 at all times, and I have gotten up to 16. Now, as I went through these project bags and projects and stuff, I had one bag that was just yarn. I have no idea. I obviously put it together for a project, but I didn't put a note. I didn't put a pattern.
So you don't know why.
So I just put that I set that back with my stash. I have no idea what that was for.
Okay.
So I'm down to 15, but I have 15 projects, and some of the projects weren't in bags. Some were in bags that weren't the right size for them. So everything is
Acted.
now yeah, or I had a cobweb shawl in a small bag with a zip top. That is a disaster waiting for
Oh,
to
yeah.
happen, to have that fine yarn get caught in that zipper.
My word.
So everything's now in a suitable bag for the project and its size, and it's waiting around the corner for me for
When
the
the
next
time
step.
comes. Okay.
So, so that's your goal for today if you're doing the Yarn Stash Restash. And if you are on Facebook or Instagram, make a post on Instagram using YS Restash 23. On Facebook, go into the I Thought I Knew How Facebook group and find the prompt post and make a comment
Okay.
using a picture showing you've done it.
Okay.
That's how you show your participation.
With
If you do all
the
14 days,
yeah,
there's
with the
one of
hashtag.
5 prizes.
Awesome.
So,
Speaking
yeah.
of prizes, can I use your segue? Speaking of prizes,
Yes. Absolutely.
once we reach 50K, 50,000 subscribers on the channel, we will have a drawing for a significant prize that will
Where
include
are we at the moment?
well,
And
I
by
was
we, I
just
mean
looking
you.
that up. 49,903.
Oh gosh. So that might even happen before this airs. That's crazy
No, because this
close.
airs tomorrow, but we need 97 more people to push that button. And
Push the button.
I'm just saying, I have had several very generous patrons that have over the last several years given me they've done some restashing and donated things to me that maybe wasn't their color,
Right.
or they maybe changed their mind about a project, but this yarn is pristine. I mean, it's really very nice. My
Mhm.
people I'm referring to were very generous. I have some things that where it'll be like a themed yarn and a project bag that goes with it that matches either with the
Nice.
theme or the color or whatever. I'm just saying the prize will be good. I'll put something
Nice.
together,
Yeah.
and then what we'll do is I'll have I use a service called Rafflecopter. And so it is a truly random number. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um so we'll see.
Excellent.
And there's ways to get
Excellent.
extra entries too. So you can go to the Rafflecopter and see. You can sign up for my newsletter. Well, I need your email anyway, so that way I can notify the
Easy
winner,
contact. Yeah.
right? Um, you can follow on Instagram. None of it's required except for the email, because that's how I know you've entered,
Right.
right? But I don't spam. I can't even hardly manage to send out a newsletter quarterly. So it's not like I'm going to spam you, because I can't even manage to do that.
Oh, I know. People get so like, "Why do I have to give you your email?" I'm like, "I am lucky if I do 2 newsletters a year."
I
I
mean, I
think
would
I
like to
sent
get better about that, but
yeah,
you can also unsubscribe if whatever I send isn't your jam.
yeah.
It's okay. I'm not gonna take it
Oh,
personally.
I have a tip. I have a
Oh,
tip for people. So, I learned this on an Instagram reel the other day.
okay.
So, if you are like me, someone who, um, you don't necessarily delete the emails that come in, you know? You're like, "Oh, Sears is sending me an
You
email
just keep
again," or
scrolling.
whatever, whatever. And so now you have tens of thousands of emails in your Gmail account or whatever.
Sounds like me.
Here's a tip.
Okay,
Do a filter for the word unsubscribe and hit enter.
wait,
And
I
that
gotta
will
write this
pull
down.
up all of these posts that came to you as mailing lists.
Oh, I'm writing this
And then
down.
you can just do select all delete, select all delete, select all delete. And I deleted like 8,000 emails the other day. Just select all delete, select all delete.
Okay, but what if they're ones that you wanted?
I mean, you can so do select all.
But then
If you
you'd
think
still have
you
to
have
scroll
some
through
that
them
you wanna
all.
keep, just do because Gmail will give you 50 at a time. Do select all and then just scan the 50 and be like, "Oh, that's from Jana, and she talks about toe up socks," and, unselect that one.
Well, yeah, because you don't
Then
wanna delete me. You don't wanna delete
don't
it
delete Jana.
either, just
Don't
saying.
delete. So you can do a scan. I was like, I know all of this is just junk. And if it's someone's newsletter that I wanted and it came in and I have like it was 3 years ago, I haven't looked at it in 3 years. It can go away. Like that was my theory.
Oh, right, so you're not actually unsubscribing, you're just
No,
deleting.
no,
You're not
you're
actually
just deleting them.
unsubscribing. I get it. Okay, I was a little slow on the uptake there.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So I did that 2 days ago. So now, as I'm getting emails, and this was something I do every year between Christmas and New Year's,
Oh, yeah, well,
is not that part, but this part
okay.
is when an email comes in from a mailing list and I'm not interested anymore, I unsubscribe. So this is the week where I just like anything that comes in I don't want, I'm unsubscribing because it's kind of a slow week. I have the time to do it now. So now, like, yeah, so I'm getting like, I think the first day I got like 15 emails from different mailing lists.
Yeah,
And I just like, I think I kept one and I unsubscribed all the others.
yeah,
And it's like Best Buy and Amazon and whatever, you know?
yeah.
And now today I'm probably going to have 7 and then I'll have like 5 and then because people mail at
So
different
it gets
times.
better
So it gets better.
because
But I
I'm
just thought
finding
that was
I
genius to
get
just get rid of
yes.
all of that old stuff.
I get a lot of emails because and then I'll be like, scroll, 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 and I'll pick out the ones I want, but all the others are left unread and they're still
Yeah.
sitting there. And so, like, you know how on your phone at the bottom it tells you in red how many unread emails you have?
You're like 87,000. Not
I don't think it's
I have see, even after doing that though, I still have like 120 new like unread ones that I need to go
1,000,
back and figure
1,000,
out. No,
120,000?
120, like
Oh,
120. That
okay.
So yeah, so I still have to go back and find those well, I can filter it on my phone
Yeah,
and do
filter
the
it by
unread ones.
unread. Anyway.
Yeah, and go find anyway, but I just thought that that was such a brilliant way to find all those old
Yeah.
mailing list
Good
letters
yeah,
that you are not interested in
mhm,
and just get them out of your
yeah,
thing.
life,
Because
yeah.
even though Gmail gives you so much storage space, my Gmail is always telling me like, "You're about to run out. You're about to run," and I'm like, "Oh, I know most of this is just junk emails. How do I get rid of it all?" And that like got
Really
that
good.
message gone.
Yeah, that's
So
fantastic.
yeah, it was great.
Good to know.
So little
Should we
tip.
open packages?
Oh yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, wait.
Okay.
I will tell you that I have day 3 before Peanut came to the box.
Okay.
Okay, so I should open the
I'm gonna start with this
oh,
one
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah, do that.
I'm gonna start with the Yarn Stash Restash. So we have little sparklers
Nice.
because we're leading up to Hogmanay now. We're leading up to New Year.
Yes.
So day 27. Err, these are still the double wrapped ones. So I gotta open it twice. So
What is
nice. I opened it twice. Whoa, that's so blue. I love it.
And this
North
is
Sea. This is from Laxdale
ooh,
Yarn.
yeah, Laxdale, that's beautiful.
North Sea. So here's the 3 colors
So far.
so far.
Wow,
So
cool.
peat and sea green and North Sea.
Mhm. Very
Nice.
Shetland.
I love blue. I like that North Sea color is like blue, blue. I love it.
Nice. Nice.
Okay,
Okay, I'm not at
you
the end
can
of
do
my
your
row, but that's
Friendsgiving
okay.
now.
Okay. Okay, this is day 3, and I found the end. Look,
Oh, good job.
I'm like,
I forget what this one is.
I don't know. Did you send me DPNs?
No.
Well, I mean, you can see why I might have wondered.
Yeah, it does look
I hope
DPN-y.
they're not chopsticks that I don't know how to use.
I'll do it. We can do a conference call and I'll show you how to.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Oh, I remember now.
Okay, I have to say, when I first looked at that,
It
it
is
is
legal.
not what I thought it was. This is legal in the state of Wyoming.
It is legal.
It's Earl Grey organic green tea.
Yes, from a company in New Haven, Connecticut, if I remember right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Oh, you made it thumbs up.
Woo! That's a
See, it
really
was
neat
magic.
thing. Thank you so much. And
You're very welcome.
I do have one of those squeezy wire tea things.
Right, so you can steep it. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna open my thing.
Okay. I
Yarn
forgot
it.
what this was.
Gather all your stuff, guys. Gather
I
all your
forgot what
stuff.
this was.
See, we have great memories. It's a surprise for both of us. I did save the hot chocolate sticker. I am so excited!
Forgot what it was. Oh,
It's
yes.
the Ann Bud gauge
I
checker.
didn't know if you had one.
No, you've told me about it a few
Yeah.
times, Jana, and each time I'm like, "You wanna send me one? You wanna send me one?"
So hold your hands above
Now I
your
have
head.
it!
Yeah, so people can see it's from Ann Bud's website,
Yeah,
and we can see the white one, but there's also black marks too, depending on the color of whether
black.
you have lighter or darker yarn. So you
Yeah,
line up the V's with your stitches and find the one that matches, and it tells you how many
and
stitches
it
per
tells
inch.
you the stitch gauge underneath each of them, which is
And then
just a
there's
genius.
then
Oh,
there's a regular ruler on the side,
and
and then you
then
got another sticker.
another compass sticker. I think he did send me one of these. I think
Oh,
this
okay.
one, but that's okay. I have more stuff. I can put
Yeah,
it
or
on
you
more
can
things.
pass it on to someone who you might appreciate it if you don't need another. But yeah,
I love a sticker,
I
so
love a sticker.
I love a sticker.
I do
So my
too.
sticker collection grows.
Yeah,
Ooh,
speaking of which, I'll put a link down below. All of these are from Camp
80.
Stitchwood, who used to be AD Knits because her name's
Right.
Augusta. That was her initials. But all of these are from her, and I've had
So
them.
cute.
Yeah, so I'll put a link. She does a sticker, by the way, monthly subscription. So
Oh,
she sends you like a cute postcard with the sticker you get of the month. And yeah, I'll put a link down below.
that's very cool.
I've been doing her sticker club for quite a while.
I love
But
stickers.
then I also ordered one time I did a thing for my patrons, and I ordered like 300 of her stickers of various yeah, that's why I have
Nice.
some extras to send you.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I am benefiting. Excellent. Oh yeah, yarn.
Squishy. Day 3. Day
I have
3.
no memory of the order in which I did the yarns.
Ooh. Another one. I'm like, "Oh, nice. Nice." I can't
Oh,
I can't pronounce that.
yeah, that's from a dyer in Spain. I got that in
Oh,
Barcelona, I want to say,
it's
when
amazing.
we went for our anniversary 2 years ago.
Hand dyed in Catalunya.
Yeah. So hand dyer there in
Mhm.
España.
Fern. Is that beautiful?
I
I
love
think
that
I have some
green.
other greens that might go with this if I was to make a wrap.
Yeah, very
And
nice.
whoops. Woo! Green, green color changing white hot chocolate mix. Ah,
Yep,
that's
you could be a
hilarious.
dinosaur.
Thank you. That's
You're
fantastic.
very welcome. I am totally pumped about my gauge ruler.
I'm totally pumped about all my new yarn and
Yes.
hot chocolate. I need to get my Shauna
Yes.
Sheep mug out of the dishwasher and make myself some.
Yeah, you have 3 days worth of hot chocolate to drink now.
Yay! I'm excited.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the tip to deal with some of my email. I'm gonna try that. I
Yeah.
I
See how it
have
goes.
I'm from back in the day. I still have a Yahoo email from back in the day, and
Mhm. I
it's
have all these random, Gmail ones that, like, for different events and stuff, I would
oh,
create a Gmail
wow,
because 'cause they're free. Because then everything for that event can go to that Gmail,
yeah.
and I lose track of them. And now Gmail's like, "If you don't log in within 6 months, it's just gonna go away," and I'm like, "Good, let it." I just
Okay, yeah. I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out how to get rid of my Yahoo because it's annoying, and there's,
There
like
should be a way. I would
well,
think
I
there's a
know,
way.
but then I'm like, "Okay, but that's a lot to change over."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to do that the other few months ago because I was paying for familypodcast.com and I was paying for I thought I knew how.com. And familypodcast.com was really just a landing place to send people to I thought I knew how. And I was like, I just need to get rid of this. Well, and then I remembered then I'm going to lose my email and at Family Podcast. And that's I had a lot going there and a lot of signups, and so I
What
had to
did you do?
go so many places and just change the email. Like one and it was another one of those things, like, as I got for, like, a week, as I got emails from places, if it was something I wanted to keep, I'd go change the email. But I still find stuff where I'm like, try and log in, and it's like, "Oh, that's the family podcast account."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it is kind of a pain, but at the same time, like, it wasn't worth the several $100s a year I was paying in the fees to keep that alive.
yeah,
So,
die.
but it's annoying.
Okay.
We haven't been able to do it
I don't
lately.
know, and but then I get random thumbs up when
Random
I don't know.
You were, like, tapping something and it made a thumbs up.
Just
Okay.
all right, my
Good
friend.
luck.
I'll
Okay.
see you tomorrow.
I'll
Bye.
see you later.